Good morning. This is my first time putting a video online, first time being public or just putting myself out there in general. So I'm purely making this video because I have got a trip planned down to Paris and Belgium on Sunday. Now I am taking my car, I'm going via the ferry. It's the cheapest option, and you know, it's all about saving costs. This video is about saving costs and mainly about seeing the miles per gallon and the fuel consumption of the VW Passat, and you know, a range test, so to speak. So I have got a Volkswagen Passat 2-litre TDI. It's got 190 brake horsepower, whereas the other standard Volkswagen Passat has only got 150 brake horsepower. So it hasn't got that much more. It's, you know, 190 is all it needs, you know, for what it is. You know, it's got enough power, it's great on fuel. So the car averages around about 55 miles per gallon urban in town, and on the motorway it tends to get around about 68.2 to 71 miles per gallon. So I filled up yesterday at a Shell petrol station in Kent, and that cost me around about £110 thanks to Trump and his need for power. That would have normally cost me around about £90, but it is what it is. You know, we live with the way of the world. We have to move with the price inflation. You know, it's always been the way. So it's not really going to be a fair trial on price because it's not the real world price in compared to what the fuel was, but it is what it is. So the trip itself has a total mileage of 662 miles. Now I left the fuel station yesterday and it told me that I had 620 miles in the tank. I've already done just over 30 miles in the car already. It's now saying I've got 645 to 650 miles range left in the car. So because I decided to be a snowflake and drive like an eco warrior, I've saved some fuel. Now I have got to use the car again for work for today and for tomorrow, going to and from. So it's probably going to put around about 70 miles total since filling up. Like I said, I've still got 662 miles left to go. So the plan is head down to Dover, over to Calais via the ferry, drive straight down to Paris, and then on the way back from Paris, head up to Brussels, visit the old town, drive up towards the coastal line of Belgium, visit Ostend and Dunkirk, and then drive back to Calais. Now, from my calculations, it's somewhere in the region of near on 800 miles. You know, with the mileage I've already done, plus the mileage that I am going to do, you know, you might as well round it up to 800 miles. Volkswagen statistics say the car can get 967 miles to a full tank. Now that's an approximation. You know, Volkswagen, all car manufacturers say the car can do this. In reality, it probably won't, but why not test it, hey? So can it do it? I don't know. Will it do it? Again, don't know. It's worth a test. It's worth myself knowing and other people. You know, this is for information purposes only. I'm not planning on running the car dry. I'm not going to run it right down to the last bit of fume in the tank. You know, that can cause damage to your vehicle. The last thing you want is for your engine to be starved of fuel. It could cause engine problems, it can cause fuel filter problems, it can cause fuel pump problems. So I don't want to damage my car. I've got no intention of damaging my car. This is purely just a range test. So I'm not going to run it right down. I will put fuel in it if it needs it. So the plan is get down there to Paris, get to Belgium, do the coastal trip, head back, and hopefully if I can get back to the same petrol station I filled up with in Kent after doing 800-ish plus miles, then quid's in. So if you have any idea what the car may get, let me know, drop a comment. From what I know, the car is capable of doing over 700 miles because I've done it before. I did the Paris, I did the Belgium trip before, but I did that over a period of 2 days. So the car is very juicy. Now, like I said, it's only got 190 brake horsepower, but if anyone's ever driven an Audi A4 2-litre turbo, 08 plate to 10 plate, you'll notice if you put your foot down on that, the fuel gauge moves pretty mad. Now, it's the same in the 2-litre TDI Passat. It's the B8 model. It does drink. If you put it in sport mode, put your foot down, you might as well just say goodbye to your fuel economy, because you'll watch that needle go from full to empty in a very quick time. So if you drive it eco, it will last. Now, like I said, I put the full tank in yesterday. The needle is still on full after doing over 30 miles. Now, the needle shouldn't move for an average of 50 to 100 miles. But again, this is just a presumption. This is still remain to be seen. So again, if anyone has tested a VW Passat, a B8 model preferably, or the 2-litre TDI with the same engine as mine, drop a comment, let me know how many miles you got. We're going to see how many miles I get out of mine, and I'll let you know in the next video. So I will upload a video on the day of leaving, getting to and from, and seeing where we are for the fuel consumption and miles per gallon, and seeing where we're at. So until then, see you later.